Okay, Surly Tim from Surly Tim's Fun Bunker. This will be Drawer 1 episode. I have no idea. I lost track. This will be the I lost track video. Now all it is a bunch of multi-packs. Actually, I believe I purchased all of these. These were all $1 a piece. And they're all double packs. Now there was Jack Palance in the McMasters. Brilliant film. Great Western. The transfers aren't the best. It would be nice if they would be in better shape, but they're not. So I just go ahead and suck it up because it's such a good story. I really enjoyed it. It's got Burl Ives even in it, so that's really cool. Brock Peters is in it. Was it guys basically freed a slave, Benji. These guys come back from the Civil War. It's kind of racist in a way, but it's a lot about freedom and stuff, and a really good film. The next one's Medusa, and it's got George Hamilton in it. They're doing a manhunt for guys, for somebody who kills these people, and it's a good film. For a Hamilton film, I'm not a really big George Hamilton fan, but really good film. Medusa, if you get a chance, check that one out. Like I said, I bought these for $1 a shot, so I mean, I'm sure they're or not $1 a piece, but $1 for this, and I'm sure you can find a better transfer of both those movies. I'll almost put money on it that you can. Now, actually, this one I did not buy, but my buddy Sean got it for me. Legend of the Lone Ranger and Zorro. Now, they show pictures from the movies that came out in like the 80s, but these are not those. Very misleading, because these are not the movies that are on here. These are much older. I've yet to watch these, but I know that I started them both and didn't get very far because, of course, they're not what I thought they were. So, there's that one. Not all that impressive, but like I said, it was only $1, so, and I know Sean, I was with him when he bought it, if I remember right. This one is a double feature of, one's called Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, with Bruce Lee and Fred Williamson, and Billy D. Williams in a movie called Blast the Final Come Down. The first one, Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, is kind of a documentary. Which was just a plague of these movies came out after Bruce Lee died. So I mean, they really don't hold a special place in my heart. Blast the Final Come Down, I understand why Billy D. Williams, I said it right, got the role of Lando Calrissian by George Lucas, because I think George Lucas was afraid of him. This movie was disturbing. They would say urban violence is what it would be. It was black supremacy crap from back in the 70s. Very disturbing. To the point of, I mean, it takes the entire genre to that level of being really pathetic. The dude hates white people, but yet he's banging white chicks. I mean, come on, man. But it's violent in that 70s kind of way, which means nothing really happens. You see somebody get hit and there's like red paint on them and stuff, so I mean, nothing really big. But very disturbing film about a time that most people forget about. That they forget, you know, with the whole racist thing, they forget to realize that during that time period, there's so much violence going on in the 70s and stuff. Everybody looks at it as peaceful hippie crap. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of things going on that they don't remember because, of course, you know, it's not pleasant. People only remember the good, only want to remember the good stuff. So, but well worth the watch if you're into that kind of thing. And I like blaxploitation films. So, another one. I now have all of the Dick Tracy movies. I believe I think Ralph Bird is the Dick Tracy in both of these. Don't quote me on that. Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome. Great film. And Dick Tracy's Dilemma. Dick Tracy's Dilemma. Great, they know how to write. Both very good films. I've got all 4 of the films now because there were 4 done back in the 40s. for Dick Tracy, and these were amazing movies. I really love them a lot. And the last one is a Jack Palance double pack. The Cop in Blue Jeans, god awful, horrible '70s flick. Just what was it? Respected but hard-nosed cop uncovers a ring of purse snatchers and is determined to discover who is leading the crime spree. When he finds that the mob boss is a psychotic American, played by Jack Palance, he must let madness be his own guiding investigative tool. Not that good. Didn't dig it. However, Man in the Attic from '53. At the height of Jack the Ripper in 1988, London killing spree. Jack the Ripper's 1888 London killing spree. You can tell I really need to learn how to read. A quiet research pathologist named Mr. Slade rents a room in the home of the Harleys. But when the family's niece begins to display signs of attraction for the mysterious researcher, Mrs. Harley worries about his true identity. Great film, really well done for the time period. Jack Palance he pulls it off. It's a great film. I can't say enough good things about that film. And $1, man, $1 for 2 films. Granted, I know those are far and few between these days because most of that will run you about $5 easily a piece.